Good morning, cyber friends. Mitty Man coming again at you from Walker's Music. Yet another word for the day, Thursday morning edition. Very early Thursday morning, about 5:45. But I had to get on here earlier before I get ready to get my little great grandbaby being here at a while. And I know once she get here, I won't be able to do anything as far as anything like this here. Old Ren Ren, y'all know Ren Ren. But at any rate, and she a big girl. Now she done grow so much. And gonna be long and lanky, it look like. And she's trying to stay right in my footsteps. But nevertheless, we give God the praise and give him all the glory for life, health, and strength. And we thank him for each and every one of you, side friends. You know who you are. I wanted to say something. As you see my title here today, well, I had my first rehearsal with the group Junior Walker and the Tritones. The first rehearsal of the year. We've been trying. We have ever since the year came in. I've been every time our rehearsal date came around, it was a funeral. Something prevented us, or church engagement, something. But mostly funerals that have been preventing me from having a rehearsal with the group. And on yesterday, that was the first time this year, in 2016 rather, that I had a chance to actually meet with a couple of the members of the group, and we got some work done. And I'm going to say that it was very well done. We had a real good rehearsal. We got a lot accomplished in a little bit of time. It don't take much. If you put your effort, if you put your best foot forward and mean business about what you do, it doesn't take long to get something done. And you can get a lot accomplished if you put your mind to it. And mean business at that point. You can't just keep making excuses. In other words, you making excuses and never got anything done. Not satisfactorily anyway. So I just wanted to say that we did. I don't know why my videos are not going to Junior Walker and the Tritone. That's the new channel that I made on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. But I've decided I won't even worry about it. They're going to whichever account that I made in the past. Cause I done made 3 accounts. As far as I can remember, I have made 3 or 4 accounts on YouTube, having to make accounts because one went bad and the other one didn't do right. But I know I got 3 or 4 accounts floating around out there somewhere. God, whatever God desire, God will be done. I noticed a lot of things that I'm having a lot of activity on Instagram lately, and I don't hardly use that application at all. I mean, I got it, but I hardly ever use that application. But I've been seeing a lot of posting on Instagram and stuff people responding to me on Instagram, and I hardly ever use that particular application. But nevertheless, whatever it's worth, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if anybody got some more accounts in my using my username as Mitty Man. I'm not for certain what they're doing. I don't know if people are posting stuff that I don't know anything about. I'm not for certain, but whatever it is, God got it. God sees. So we just saying that we just making a little brief announcement here that this here being Black History Month and everything. We have had a few things that we have been done in the church services as far as Black history was concerned. Not much. We don't talk much about Black history no more. I don't know why, but we do not. And we do not give our honor to our leaders, our Black leaders in the past, like Dr. Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Rosa Parks, people like of the such. People seem like to me, like our people, we just look like to me, we don't have any caring whatsoever. Everybody done got so modernized now, and everybody got their own little agenda going on, but we don't need to forget where we come from, people. In other words, and I try not to. I ain't be no judging about it. I try not to judge people. But I try to treat people like I want to be treated. I try. God knows I do. I may fall short in a lot of things, but it's one thing that I try to do is I try to treat people like I want to be treated. In other words, I try not to be a hypocrite. I just mean. But the one thing about it, I'm glad that I'm on a grace, because if it wasn't for grace, I wouldn't make it. I don't know about nobody else, but I try not to be legalistic. Legalistic people never really get anywhere. But I know that it's the grace of God. If I get if anything good come out of me, the man, it is all because of the grace of God. It's definitely not because of me, the man, because I'm subject to fail, and I'm not ashamed to tell you, there ain't nothing to me, the man. There ain't nothing to me, the man. But it's all because of what Jesus did. It makes me worthy of anything. And so, like I said, we just saying that we're gonna thank our members, Brother Lewis Shingles and Sister Delphine Davis, McNeil. I forget about that. It's McNeil now. But at any rate, we wanted to say we thank them for showing up yesterday out there in Walker's Music, and we all had a great time. We worked about an hour and a half, just about, not quite an hour and a half, but close to it. It was enough. It was enough, and we did some real good work. We getting ready for Fifth Sunday Singing that's going to be over here at the Depot, and on the fifth Sunday in May, and that's what we are trying to work on right now. In other words, I'm trying to get them ready. Junior Walker, yours truly, Junior Walker, and they all Tritone. In other words, I almost said all-star. Y'all know where I'm coming from. But at any rate, we did give God the praise and glory, and we hopefully that we're going to have some footage very soon. We're going to try to do a little footage in the studio of the group rehearsing, and just shortly. We're not going to want to put them on the spot right now, but we're going to do it shortly. In other words, when I get them right for the thing, when I get them right for the calling, and just before we go down and do that program or show, whatever you want to call it, I'm not calling it a show, but I'm going to call it a program. The First Baptist Church over here in Shelburne, they are the one that's sponsoring this here program, show, whatever you want to call it. But we have been asked to perform on it, to do a little something, and that's what we're going to do. So with that being said, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I've sent I've commented on some videos. I don't know whether they got there or not. I really don't. I don't know what's going on. I go back to my channel now more than I ever did, but I'm not seeing anything. So I don't know whether interview people like PP Drawing, JT, none of you. I don't know if you're getting on message, the post or not. I really don't know. And the thing about it, I can't even tell you why. I just know that things are not really, something is going on, but we're not going to worry about it. We're going to let the Lord handle it. With that being said, this middleman saying whatever you get into, if God ain't in it, best you come out of it. I don't know whether I'm going to have Bible study tonight. I've been having problem with the network issues, and my Vonage line is on my DSL account, and I'm going to be honest with you. Lately, we've just been having one problem after another with DSL. I get on there and it goes out, and so that's how come I'm talking to the members the members of the Bible study that come regular. Y'all, I'm talking mostly to you all. In other words, don't expect me to be on until I'm going to find out what's going on with the network. I'm going to have to figure out something else to do. I just got to, in other words, in order to keep the Bible study going on, I may have to go to another platform. I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say it again. I'm just going to have to try to find another way, in other words, to do the Bible study. I can yet do the Bible study, but I can't engage anyone. But I got another program that I can do the Bible study, but I will be in there alone and just me talking. And I really like the interaction of the Blog Talk Radio, whereas people can call in and we can interact, and I can get what they have to say as well, not just me doing all the talking. So with that being said, we just gonna see. We're gonna see. We're not gonna say we're not having it tonight. I'm just saying I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna monitor the network on the day and see how good it performs, in other words. Then I'll make my decision later this evening, perhaps around 6 o'clock. But believe me, that'll be 6 o'clock Eastern time. You all, especially Adrian, y'all will get it. It'll be 9. It'll be 3 o'clock your time. I will try to get the message to you just as usual. In an email that letting you know whether or not that I'm going to have it or not. That being said, this is me, the man, saying peace. Good day.